Good evening, I am Tom Eschen. Thanks for joining us here at 7 o'clock tonight. Governor Kathy Hochul is asking judges across the state, are you doing your part here? That question part of her response to Donald Trump's executive order on bail reform, threatening federal funding to states with what he calls cashless bail. Governor Hochul arguing New York doesn't have cashless bail and that she doesn't understand why judges haven't used the discretion in keeping someone behind bars when they've committed a certain crime. Tonight, we're asking that same question.
How much of a weight do these judges' decisions have in this data?
That's a great question.
Since 2019, when someone is accused of a crime, we've been hearing a variety of law enforcement agencies in their press releases include a caveat saying something to the degree of, because of New York's bail reform policies, this person was released with an appearance ticket. Judges generally don't speak with the media, but in April, I sat down with newly retired Saratoga County Judge James Murphy on Power and Politics, asking him about the Lola Saratoga burglary.
The judge at that time said the great state of New York. Is that a political statement of allowing them to be out on bail?
Well, I think it's not necessarily a political statement. It's the reality on the ground, right? I mean, the judge could not hold those defendants.
But why didn't he look at those factors of they lived outside the area, they did something bad. You know what I mean? They had priors that they could have been looked into.
Right.
But why wasn't that considered is my question.
Because in burglary third-degree cases, like those were businesses,
yeah.
Burglary 2 is house, burglary 3 is business. Burglary thirds, you're not permitted to hold defendants, no matter what, unless there are certain things like injury to someone in particular or some identifiable cause.
In a 2024 report, the Data Collaborative for Justice at John Jay College studied rates of individuals who failed to appear in court in New York State. Several of their conclusions to that report included judges, that they could release more people under the law, that they were mistakenly equating severity of a charge with risk of failing to appear in court, and another, they were setting bail disproportionately based on race without evidence.
We also see individuals being released even if they're still eligible for bail, right? So those are those violent felony offenses where you saw that, perhaps the judge was able to set bail, but they chose not to set bail. And people charged with felonies have lower failure to appear rates in court than people charged with misdemeanors. But obviously that goes exactly against the public safety consideration.
You can watch more of all those perspectives. Judge Murphy, John Jay College, right now on CBS6Albany.com. We have another part involving lawmakers later on tonight at 10 and 11 here on CBS 6.